Hi, I'm Scott. Thanks for joining me in my Battle Ready Warriors, and this is Palette of War. On today's episode, UK Games Expo, the question, was it worth it? I'll start by going through my experience of the weekend, what I was doing at the UK Expo this year. So let's get into it, dissect it, and you'll see for yourselves if it was worth it or not. So my breakdown of the weekend of the UK Games Expo, which was a week ago now. So I was there invited by Mantic Games to demonstrate their games Ambush, Kings of War and Kings of War Armada. They also had a Hellboy game, dice game, which we was demoing. All in all, the experience on the Mantic stand was a great opportunity, and I thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity that Mantic had sent mine and Dave's way. Such a big opportunity that really couldn't say no to the offer of, do you want to come to the UK Games Expo for the weekend and help us out? So we said yes, we went along, and boy am I glad I went along. So as you're going to see through this video, how I enjoyed the UK Games Expo, and as I'm well aware and I'm pretty confident that most of the people that attended the UK Games Expo this year thoroughly enjoyed it as well. So I'm just going to go through a few bits that were highlights for me in this weekend, which have been massively confidence boosting and hobby changing for me. So let's go through my experience of the weekend. So like I've previously said, I was there demoing the Mantic games. It was wonderful meeting new people that have not experienced the games that Mantic produce, and it was a pure pleasure to see the look on their faces when they found out how nice and simple and enjoyable these games that Mantic produce are. And like I said, I was there kind of working for Mantic, but also there as the demo team for Iron School as well for the weekend. We were there networking, so not only were we helping Mantic promote their products, we were there promoting ourselves as Palette of War and Iron School's demo team and commission studio. So yeah, on to the times I got my chance to walk around the expo. Met a load of new people. Some people you're going to be aware of already, so quite a few big influence in the games workshop side of the hobby. So there'll be a few pictures coming up of the people I've met. I met like Louise, Peachy, Chris from the painting phase, Pete the Warhammer painter, Spencer from Spence Paints, Rach from Warhammer Girl as well, and the pinnacle of my weekend that just made the whole thing worth it for me was meeting Mini Wargaming Dave from Mini Wargaming. He got me back into the hobby nearly 10 years ago now with his YouTube channel, with the enthusiasm and the battle reports. He was courteous enough to extend an offer to myself and Dave to come out for some food and drinks in the evening. So we went along, and there was a few other big people there, and we had Mikey from Hellstorm Gaming and his partner. There's people from Justin from On Tabletop. He was there as well, which was phenomenal. Some other people quite up in my mini factory as well, which we got to hang out with. So the whole Saturday night for me was rather surreal, and I still think it still hasn't sunk in properly what happened that weekend. And then also on the Sunday we were just on the stand as normal, and Gaz from Mini Wargaming is Dave's assistant and promoter and does wonderful things for Mini Wargaming. He's a top bloke. Came up to me and goes, all the influencers meeting up at the Whaling Games stand, go up and have a chat. So I went up, had a chat, took the pictures, which I'll put up and show in this video, of the people I've listed, who were super nice, super welcoming, and spoke to me and treated me like they've known me for years, which was heartwarming and nice. And then all of a sudden I got a tap on the shoulder from Gaz saying I'm up. I turned around and Justin was there from On Tabletop, carrying out interviews, interviewing all these GW influencers, and there's little old me bang in the middle of them. So fingers crossed that I don't get cut from the final edit, because that would be brilliant, just to see my little cheeky face all caught in the headlights in the moment of with all these influencers. So yeah, so just networking side of it, UK Games Expo was massive for me this year, as it was for Iron School Gaming. So from that, loads of things are going to come up from this, which will come up in later videos and streams on Instagram. I'll go over briefly at the end of the video of what to expect. But yeah, so all to the little vendors and stuff that we got to meet and chat to over the weekend. So first ones that I bumped into on the Friday, I believe his name is Will, and I can't remember his partner's name, from War on Terror. They were kind enough to spend a few minutes chatting to me, explaining a few things. Didn't quite have enough time to have a chat, have a demo of the game, but they did let me come away with a couple of models of the Greys, which I'm looking forward to paint, because they're super cool. They fully depict aliens to me. So a big thank you to War on Terror for hooking me up with some minis, because free minis is always good. So yeah, that was one of the stores that I got a chance to have a chat to properly, and not just have a quick gaze as I walked past. So yeah, so videos coming up with these War on Terror Greys. So yeah, so now on to the next stall. So one of the next stalls I managed to get along to with Dave as well was Moonstone. They do some super nice models. Again, I was lucky enough for him to offer me some of these models to look and review. So this will be a up and coming. That's it. They gave me some goblins there. Really nice. My favourite ones to do. So yeah, that was Moonstone. He's a super nice bloke as well. Again, with working on the Mantic stand, didn't really have time to have any demos of these games, but I am hoping to learn how to play some of these games in the future when I've got a bit more time, or if I bump into them again at other conventions. So yeah, so big shout out to Moonstone for hooking me up with them models. And again, just can't wait to get them painted. But yeah, anybody go check Moonstone out, because the sculpts of the models are phenomenal, and the game looks amazing as well. So yeah, go check them ones out. All the links of the people I'm talking, all the links will be in the description for the people I've been talking about as well. So yeah, go check them out, go support them, go follow them, because they deserve all the love they can get, because they are truly good games. So another one of the stores I highly recommend going, just to chat to Annie on this one, is Bad Squiddo Games and Scenics. With me playing Armada game, I was walking past this stall on the, I can't remember if it was the Friday morning or Saturday morning, and I saw this big squid stroke kraken, and there's a scenario in Armada called Hunt the Kraken, and immediately I saw it, I thought it's going to be perfect for that game. So I put my cheeky boots on, walked back, started chatting to Annie when she had a spare 5 minutes on the Saturday afternoon, and yeah, she ended up giving me the Kraken to paint up and whatnot, and such a lovely woman as well. She also threw in some debris bits as well to put on the base, so can't wait to get that all painted up and put on the gaming table for Armada. So looking forward to hunting that down with my salamander fleet. But yeah, go check Annie out on with a Bad Squiddo. Used to be the Dice Bag Lady, I think, used to go by. But yeah, go check her out. Super nice woman, and her models are amazing. Or if you want any animal creatures or anything like that, just go have a look. She's probably got it, and she specialises in female models as well. So if you're looking for that side of the one that not many companies do, and he's probably got the model that you're looking for. So yeah, go check her out. And like I say, I'll have a video coming up on these brilliant models as well. So whilst wandering around the halls and having a look at all of the games, there were a few people supplying hobby supplies as well. So stumbled across the Colour Forge store. They're super welcoming and welcoming, chatty and everything. Got talking about who I am, what I do and all that, and they got a partnership, I believe, with a company called Dark Star Molten Metals. So go check them out. Don't know if the camera will do it justice, but they do these metallic paints in colours. So I've got green and a blue sample set that they gave me with some silvers and a wash as well. I'll be painting some models up, trying these paints out. But the demonstrations they showed, these metallics from an airbrush covering one coat, and they're covering one coat from a brush as well. But they are super cool, super nice and smooth out of an airbrush. So I will be using these, and I've got, for this jade metallic green, I've got the perfect model, which we'll be seeing soon, which came from a new friend from the weekend. So yeah, so check out Dark Star Molten Metals. Again, really nice chatting to him, and looking forward to see how the paints actually perform out of my airbrush and someone like myself just using the paints. So another studio we managed to get over to and chat for a bit whilst at the expo was Ben from Cerberus Studios. Super nice bloke. His models are absolutely stunning. It's his game, Celestial Affinity, which he's promoting at the minute, looks awesome. Gaming wise, it has a small platform, small footprint. Models are, I think, 54mm, so fairly big. Don't need many to play the game, which is cool if you're not too keen on painting, which means you can play a game by painting less minis. And the exciting thing is, while chatting to him, we've managed to set up a interview with him, which will be the first episode in my channel that will broadcast alongside Iron School Gaming, and it'll be the first episode of Palette Wars Interrogation Room. So yeah, super excited to get going on that with Ben, and just ask him some hot questions, and he's got some questions that he wants to answer that his fan base are constantly asking. So just keep an eye on Instagram by myself or Iron School Gaming's, and obviously Cerberus Studios will be on there as well. So yeah, come along, join, and find out whatever we want to find out. We can ask him the questions that you want to ask. So drop messages on my Instagram and in the comments below, and we'll be asking him questions. So yeah, he was super nice bloke and super excited. I'm quite keen to pledge to get the standard box game. So yeah, go check him out at Cerberus Studios. So the model I was talking about that I kindly got gifted, which blew me away. This came about after the Saturday night, and I thought it was just words, and just chased it up on the Sunday, just pushing my luck. And this is what Dave from Mini Wargaming gave me. One of his Chaos Warriors from Ravid Star, and super excited to paint this up. To on a Dave, I'm going to use the jade green, and it's going to try and represent Alpha Legion loosely. So it's going to be a similar colour scheme to Alpha Legion, but super excited to paint that model up. And why would you not choose a Chaos Warrior with 2 chain axes? So yeah, keep an eye out, and I'm super excited about painting this up and future projects to come up relating to Ravage Star, possibly, hopefully, fingers crossed, and The Damned. So keep your eyes out and see what's happening. So another stall I managed to stumble across and have a quick chat with is Still Harpy Gaming. They do stencils for airbrushing. So got a few samples in my drawer which I'm going to use on future projects, but they do look really high quality. As I said, I've not used any yet, but just having a look on the store and the variety of stencils they've got. They do the vinyl stencils, they also started doing MDF stencils, so it'll be interesting to see how they are. I do have a couple of bits coming from them, just got to wait for them to be posted because they had a mad week after the UK Games Expo. So if you're looking for airbrush stencils, check out Still Harpy. They're super nice and top quality stuff. Check them out. So a few bits I've also grabbed. Finally got myself some Dirty Down moss to do my base in, and the one everybody raves about, Pro Titanium White. So I've been wanting that for ages, but I couldn't justify paying the postage just for one bottle of paint, and I saw it on the Element Game stand, so I picked it up. Also managed to grab some Vallejo express paints, a green, a blue and orange. I mean, I got there late on the Sunday and most of the stock had gone, so I just had to pick of what people didn't want, really, but there were colours I wanted, so it worked out in the end. So I grabbed some basing bits. These were from Annie's stall as well. I grabbed some Spiky Winter tufts for doing my ogres for Kings of War, and for my new army that's coming up, which I'm not going to tell you, I've got some alien coloured Venus flytraps. But I really want to use these, so I might just have a play around with one, just see how they work. But seen loads of videos on these and they look super cool. They're like a printed plastic, and you fold them and shape them to how you want. So they were just a few little bits. Oh, and I forgot nearly as well. Painting Phase pegged me as well. Thank you. Thank you for pegging me. So all in all, I had a fabulous weekend. Want to be able to experience it if it wasn't for Mantic, so a big shout out to Johnny at Mantic for allowing myself and Dave to come along and help promote their products. Also, I nearly forgot, go check out one of their Kickstarters coming up, Worms the board game. Yes, Worms the board game is it looks and sounds epic, so yeah, go check that out. That'll be coming on Kickstarter soon. Go to Mantic's website, there's links to get notified when that starts. But yeah, so big question, was the UK Games Expo worth it? Hell yeah. This is only my second one I've been to, and I thought the last one I went to was amazing. And I don't know if it was because I was networking more or if I was an exhibitor, had an exhibitor pass, but this one, it was game changing, and I hope that everybody else that had a standard ticket or a weekend ticket enjoyed it as much as I did with the level of people that attended this year. I know there were big names there that I didn't get to meet, like Duncan Rhodes, Josh from Pickle Jar. There were a few others. Didn't get a chance to get up to the cosplay stand with the Iron Warrior because I'd have loved to get up there. But yeah, looking forward to the next one next year. Hoping it's going to be bigger and better. So let's see if I'm there again with Mantic, or if I'm there just as a curator, or if I'm with somebody else. We'll see from there. And like I said, I hope you lot enjoyed the expo as worth it as much as I did. And yes, the UK Games Expo is always worth it. Never question it. So again, thank you my Battle Ready Warriors for staying till the end. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm Scott, and this is Palette of War. Goodbye.